Alright, so everyone wrote their group's definitions on the board. So Taka, you're joining us a little bit late. You're going to slide into or join one of these other groups. Alright. Taka, how are you today? You good? Normal. Okay. So you guys all had some time to think in your groups about how you would define health. Right? So this is some of the definitions that you came up with. I'm going to call on one person from each group to read the definition and maybe just explain a little bit what you guys talked about in your groups. So I asked you guys to share what it means to be healthy in each of your countries, what kind of image that is. And we're going to talk a little bit about if it's a good thing or a bad thing, right? What is healthy? Can we be obsessed with being healthy, right? So the first one here, who had the first one? Was that Felipe? Is that your group? So will one of you guys read the definition and then kind of tell us a little bit what you talked about? So, Nayon, Felipe, or...
Condition of living environment. Condition of body, mental, and meals.
Okay. Good. So why did you guys choose condition? Just out of curiosity.
Usually when we talk about the health, how about your condition?
Okay.
Yeah.
True. Very true. When you talk about health, you talk about your condition. And what were some of the things that you guys talked about in your group in terms of health? Any synonyms you came up with, or...
First of all, we usually talk about the body and food. And Korea usually talk about body and mental.
So mental and physical.
Yeah. Okay, we talk about the synonym that fitness, well-being, good condition, good shape, wellness, celebrity, strength.
You have celebrity on there?
Salubrity.
Okay.
And they nature.
Yes.
Natural. So what was the word? Salubrity?
Yeah.
Salubrity, was that one of the synonyms that you found on the...
Yeah, good living condition.
Good.
Yeah.
Great word. So salubrity. Can you spell it for us? Because then I think other people might want to know.
SALUBRIT.
And it means the condition of living well. So we all learned a new word today.
You don't know even.
I didn't.
Really?
I don't know everything, Taka. I pretend to, but I don't know everything.
I think you know everything.
So, salubrity, it's a great word.
You don't have to know.
I don't have to know everything. No. But still, it kind of reminds me of the word health in other languages, right?
Yeah.
Like Portuguese and Spanish both have...
It's
Salud.
like security in Brazil.
And it means security in Brazil?
For example, if you work in a dangerous work, a dangerous job, you earn more. That you have an insalubrity job. So you earn, I think it's 20% more because you work with insalubrity things.
Okay.
Yes.
We have, no, for us it's the same. Salubridad.
Salubridad.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I
It's health.
Very interesting. All right, great job, guys.
More like clean.
Clean.
Yeah, at first I thought that it would mean something like with cleaning because something salubre for us is like something clean. Insalubre is something like it's not clean or it's unhealthy.
Okay. So salubrity. Good. Great word. What about the next group here? Who wrote this one?
Booty.
A combination of a balance of mind and body.
Okay, so why did you choose this? What were some of the things you guys talked about in your groups?
Because not always, for me, like being healthy is being like well, like mentally and physically. Also, as the green one says, like socially, it's kind of good too. So balance, I think, is a good word to describe health.
Right. So you don't want to be too obsessed either
Yeah.
way, right? And so, because that was one thing I was speaking with one of, I believe it was Alejandra and Une and Semi. We were talking about body image. and how sometimes people want to just look good, and they'll do whatever it takes to look good, but they're not necessarily healthy.
Like this.
Brazil is like that.
Venezuela too.
Yeah.
A lot. Like
You have to be healthy. You have to be fit to be considered healthy. But it's not.
Venezuela, they don't know the definition of health. So don't worry about it. Yeah, they don't know.
So some people would call that superficial, right? You're only concerned with your appearance and how you look. So I know Alejandra told us a little bit about how dangerous it is, right? Because some women in your country, what do they do? What's common for them to do?
Well, yeah, a lot of plastic surgeries. A lot, like.
But that's not healthy.
That's, of course, it's not healthy. That's what I'm saying. That it's dangerous because they just want to look great because of the social pressure, you know, like that we have to be the perfect women, Miss Venezuela, and everything. So everything needs to be perfect. And some of them, like, they just have kids younger, to then they will have time to be fit again, you know, like to recover the body, you know.
But now it's changing.
Is it changing?
Yeah, I think it's changing in Venezuela. Now
It's
the people,
changing.
yeah,
No,
for
I think
sure.
it
People
does.
start to doing
Like
exercise.
3 years.
They do exercise, but not to be healthy. It's just because of the social
Yeah.
pressure.
So not to be healthy,
It's not to
right?
be healthy, you know. It's just because they want to
Yeah,
look
but I
great. They
think
want to
there-
want abs.
There are two.
Brazil's
Is it
like
sure?
this.
Well, in my opinion,
Yeah.
I divide it like into points of view, because I see it in a way like there's people who obviously works out and eats healthy just to look good, and I think there's people who nowadays, because I think nowadays more popular like
Yeah.
healthy recipes and all that, just because you want to be healthy, and if you want to be fit, you're being healthy because you want to be fit, but you can be healthy just to be healthy.
Yeah, I think in Venezuela some people do it for trend.
To train?
No,
Trend.
trend.
Like a trend. Okay,
Yeah.
like something trendy.
But it's
Yeah.
a good trend, you
And
know?
some people learn that it's good,
Sometimes.
it's good for yourself, and they start to do it because learn now, not before.
Of course,
That's
you
why
can,
it's changing.
like you can't generalize, but
Yeah.
most like of the Venezuelans, including me, we're like superficial. You know, we don't want a fat girl or a fat boy, and you know that is like that in Venezuela. Everyone
Depending on
like the perfect girl or the perfect boy is not the one that is intelligent. Like if you see a fat girl but is intelligent, you will not pay attention to her. Probably not.
You
You
are
will
not
find the one that is skinny and probably not dummy, but you know, like normal, you know, but skinny.
I
like-
think that happens in a lot of places too,
Is it?
right? In Korea, do you guys have any, is that kind of similar, different? What's the image like for the body in Korea?
Kind of shameful about to say it, but Korea is one of the most most famous country for the cosmetic surgery, I think.
Yeah, because
Plastic surgery. Not me, but more than 50. I think more than 50% of women they did certain type of plastic surgery.
Wow.
And it's very skinny body.
Very skinny body.
Yeah. Every woman follow up celebrity. They are very small face and very skinny body. So I think young women had on diet a lot.
So they go on diets a lot.
Yeah.
Diets are very common in Korea. Good. In Mexico? Is it kind of the same?
Mexico not really. In Mexico we're more relaxed. Of course there are women that have plastic surgery, but like 10% of the population. Really we prefer to be healthy than to be like perfect mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enjoy life a little bit.
Yes. And we eat very healthy in Mexico because we try every day to make our meal by the supermarket. We don't buy some frozen. So we try to make our and that way we are more healthy because we try to eat all
Buy like the fresh fruit and
yes, fresh
vegetables.
food is like a cultural thing. Just
Yeah.
to do the things. So
Is cooking considered very cultural, like something
Very
that
cultural.
family does together?
it's like most of the people, every mother or every woman know how to cook in Mexico. So every day, sometimes the people have to go to work, but the wife or the mother give his lunch to the husband.
Makes lunch.
Make lunch
for
to his husband.
her husband.
Yes. Or sometimes a lot of places that you can go and buy things, but it's just that in the morning they just prepare the food for the people that are gonna buy it. So it's very normal for us to go to eat lunch to our home, or just to have a lunch.
Yeah, but it's just
So,
Very interesting. What about in Japan, Taka?
Japan,
Are people healthy there, do you think?
I don't know. But girls are really afraid of being fat. They really care about how you look, and they really care about what you wear.
Mm-hmm. But in terms of eating, you guys eat pretty healthy.
Japanese food.
It's depend on people, but when I live in Japan, I really care about food, what I eat. Yeah, but most of people really care about food.
Okay. They do care about food.
Yeah.
So do you typically make it in your house, like in Mexico, where you make it at home
Yes.
and then
Yes.
take it with you? People don't eat out that often?
Not often. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. And in
But
go ahead.
we really likes to drink, I think. Crazy.
So lots of sake.
Sake.
How about tea?
Tea?
Oh yeah, tea too.
Green
Yeah.
Tea is supposed to be very healthy for you as well.
We have a lot of different kind of tea.
Yeah, Japan is a lot.
A lot.
And Japan is one of famous about long life.
Long life.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
oh,
I
So
don't
yeah.
know.
that's
Fish
the
is
secret is
Fish, yes.
Maybe, yeah, it's because of fish, I think.
fish.
The fish is very healthy.
And another reason is eating small
Oh,
amounts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the portions are very tiny.
I think in other words.
Jackie, you will be surprised if you go to Japan.
Yeah?
When you go to restaurant, for example, you order the pasta. It's really small portion. You are not gonna be satisfied with
No, I won't be satisfied?
it. Not at all.
Okay, good to know. So maybe I'll order for two. Okay. Good advice. Zoe, what about in Vietnam?
Before, we tend to live healthier than now, I think, because basically like Korea and Japan used to Asian, and they think that Asian it has to have slim face, slim body, like skinny and white and cute like that. So people they try to be that kind of model set, and a lot of plastic surgery right now too. But it's just a part of the community, and the other part of the community is they really live healthy. To be healthy, they don't really care about the appearance, they don't really care about the outlook, and they really focus on their health.
So kind of like what you guys have been writing about here, you know, the balance with the mind and the body. Zoe, was this your group? Was this the third one? Can you read that for us and tell us a little bit about what you talked about?
Health is a noun that describes a good condition of one's body physically and mentally. So basically, I think that health means that adjective is healthy, so you live healthier. It means that you do more exercise and you're mental, so you think positive things too. Enthusiasm.
Good. I heard you guys talking about optimism over there a little bit. Very good. And the last one. Whose was that? Was that Alejandra?
Yeah. Well, if you want to read it. Health is a balanced physical, mental, and social condition.
All right. So very similar things. You guys are all saying very similar things, which is good. And I want you to keep that in mind, because right now we're going to do a couple different activities involving 3 different experts. These people, some are nutritionists, some are a personal trainer, good. I think the other person